Hey guys, well tomorrow I'm heading to Pixarells in Mallorca for a night's camping with a fox. Let's just do a little review on what type of gear I take for one night away in Mallorca during January when the temperatures can drop to 0 degrees. So tomorrow night we'll be camping in Pixarells. It's quite a nice little campground. You can have a fire, a barbecue. So it's not too important to be worried about taking water and cooking utensils because there's quite a few facilities there. But what I've planned to do is I want to try some gear out. So on Saturday morning I'm planning on doing a hike back down to Portapalenza, which is about 12 kilometers, to test some of the gear which I've recently purchased. So I'll just run you through what sort of clothing I'll be taking for this camp tomorrow. It's probably going to drop to about 0 degrees during the night up in Pixarells, so it's important to have something warm for when you're sitting around the fire, and obviously when you're in your tent later on in the evening doing whatever you're doing. So tomorrow I will be I've got some insulated Trango World trousers here. Quite a nice trouser there. Still dirty from the other day's hike, but they're a nice insulated trouser there, which you can just wear without any leggings underneath. So I'll wear them probably during the day. I've got a 200 gram icebreaker merino crew top there, and some 175 gram icebreaker leggings, which I may well wear to go to sleep in. You don't really need anything heavier than that. It's this time of year when you've got a good quality sleeping bag. So again, don't need many clothes for one night away. I've got two lightweight merino t-shirts there, which are really warm and wick sweat really easily. So I'll probably just wear one, but I've got a spare one just in case I need it for the following morning. And what I really want to give a good test to on Saturday is my Hoka boots. I've tried these a couple of times, as you can probably see, but I want to give them a good test, do some serious kilometers in them. So I'm going to wear them tomorrow. And for sitting around the campfire and in the tent, etc., I've got my Exped slippers, which weigh only something like 200 grams. So they're really nice to have as a little luxury when you're away camping. And again, for sitting around the fire, I've decided to take, I've got my North Face stretch hooded jacket there, and over the top of that, just to stop any fire smoky smell getting into it, I'll just put my North Face shell jacket over the top of that. And I think, to be honest, I'll be warm enough with that selection of clothes on. Also take my 4Class 9.99 gloves, which I really like because they've got the touch screen on them. A little icebreaker neck roll and a North Face beanie, just in case. But with the hooded jacket on, I doubt I'll probably need all that as well. So tomorrow we will be sitting around the fire because obviously it gets dark at about 5:30 at the minute. So I'm going to take my Christmas present, my Helionox Chair Zero. So that hopefully will be a good addition to take tomorrow, just to add a little bit of comfort into the trip. The Fox has also got a similar chair, so that'll be good. Incidentally, I've got the iPad on charge at the minute, so hopefully we'll have a movie or something to watch around the fire. Onto the big three now. So one of my big three items, which I absolutely love, is my Nemo Tencel insulated sleeping pad, which is the long wide version. I just sleep so well on this pad, it's unbelievable. So I'll probably do a little review on that at some time, but that is just like such a luxury item to take on a camp. It weighs 650 grams. It's a little bit heavier than some of the lighter pads out there, but it is just so luxurious. It doesn't crinkle. It's not like sleeping on a crisp packet. Okay, it's a little bit heavier, but with that comes a little bit more durability. So that's one of my big threes. My next big three is my Blue Kazoo sleeping bag, which I haven't put in the compression sack yet as I don't want to squash it up. I'll do that tomorrow before I pack my bag. So I've got my Blue Kazoo sleeping bag there. And the other item here, again, I haven't put it in here yet. It's in its cardboard box. I've got taken tomorrow my Hubba Hubba NX tent, which comes in at 1.6 kilos. And that will all go into my Osprey Atmos AG pack. So this is the Atmos 50, and as you can probably see, I've taken the brain off, and I'll probably just use the flap tomorrow because I think I'll be able to get all of that in there quite nicely. One of my other luxury items is my Thermarest airhead pillow, but I'll probably use my down jacket in addition to this for a bit of comfort. Got a little camp light there, which you can hang in the trees, and also head torch. I've got 2 or 3 food kits. Tomorrow I'll probably just take my Toaks 750, which has got everything in it I need to make a cup of tea, a meal, or my breakfast. We've got all the cooker and everything goes in there. That weighs about 300 grams. With the Toaks, also one of these little towels that I got from Decathlon. That's really handy just for picking anything up off the fire, wiping up, just a really handy little everyday cloth to just have when you're doing a bit of cooking. So I've got that as well. And in this bag here, this is my Seaside 4 litre dry bag. I'll show you this. Dun, dun, dun. That is a little tiny little 200ml bottle that I got off Amazon, and I put my milk in that for my tea. That is a great little bottle. If you look on Amazon you can find that. Got the coffee bags in there, and I've got here my latest edition spoon, which is the Toaks with the polished bowl. I have some other spoons that are quite rough on the end, but I like the polished bowl best. So that's about it. I might throw in there as well toothbrush, maybe a hairbrush. That'll be about it. And yeah, we'll get all this stuff packed in the bag tomorrow. I'll do a little video to show you how it all fits in the bag, what the bag weighs, and do a follow-up video when I get to the campground. Well, it's Friday morning now, all showered and changed. I've actually put my merino base layer on underneath these clothes, as it will be a little bit nippy in Pixarells today, no doubt. It was 0 degrees down here this morning. So I've got in here my down sleeping bag, my pillow, my spare t-shirt, the Tencel packed up in there. That actually squashes down small, I just haven't rolled it up very tight. And let's see now how it all fits into the Osprey Atmos 50 backpack. So, got the sleeping bag going into the sleeping bag compartment at the bottom. There we go, plenty of room in there. there's that. My tent, what I normally do with my tent is, there's actually a space on the divider on the inside, and you can normally just get your tent poles down the side of that space if you want to. Let's have a look. Well, I don't even actually need to with this backpack. With my Kestrel 38 it's quite nice to do that, but anyway, there it is. Fits in straight along the side there, that's good. I've got my Nemo mat as well, which I'll put in on the other side. My chair will go down the middle. This bag here's got all my electronics in, my charger, my headlamp, my other light for the tent, my toilet paper, all those bits and bobs are in that little bag. I can just pop in down there somewhere. Got my slippers and my cook kit, which will just go in the top there. I do have to finish filling my food bag yet, which I'll do in a minute. There we go. And my hat and gloves and stuff there. We'll just zip that up roughly. Probably notice I haven't put any water in yet. I'll only be taking a 750 of water because I'm just doing the walk back tomorrow. So there we go, there's the pack. Let's see what it weighs. Got the scales. I got my breakfast in there incidentally. So here we go. Pack weight of 7.8 kilos. Not bad for a full 2-man tent. All of the gear I need for tonight, and also my clothes and everything for tomorrow morning. So we'll just finish getting packed up now and head up to Pixarells. So we've just arrived in the Tramontana Mountains up at Pixarell campground. There's a couple of tents over there which you can't see from here. And we've got a really nice spot, place 1 and 9, where the fox will go. Just cleared all the acorns from the ground over here, so I've put my tent on a nice piece of flat ground. Last time it was very bumpy. And luckily they've been up cutting some wood, so there's mountains of wood around. That's really good, so we can get warmed up. Well, I've just got set up there. There's my little spot there. And the fox has just arrived. I've also got Vanessa here who kindly dropped us off. Not doing an evac today, doing a drop off today.
Well, the day is young.
So we're all ready.
Decathlon.
Yeah, it's got a decathlon down jacket on there.
I like these.
David with his decathlon fleece on.
Trousers.
Yeah. Dave could be referred to as the decathlon man. Yeah. So there we are. Just going to go and take Vanessa and show her the cave. Well, guys, it is but 3 o'clock, and the fox and Vanessa are avidly at it preparing the fire. Not only preparing the fire, but we can actually see smoke. Vanessa, are you looking forward to your little night up here?
Can't wait.
Really?
What, in July?
In July, yeah, when it's a bit warmer. Dave,
Maytime.
I've got us 3 movies for tonight and the surround sound system. I just hope we don't disturb the other campers over the ridge.
I see he's come to be with Nick.
So I've got the tent set up and I'm in it now. And I am so happy I kept this Hubba Hubba 2-man. To be honest, I don't know why I used the 1-man, because it was just so small inside. Let me show you. So I'll just get my sleeping pad out. This is the Nemo Tencel with the pump sack. You'll probably see in a second how big it is compared with this two-man tent. So there we go. That's the pad. It takes up 3/4 of the inside of the tent, the Nemo Tencel. So let's blow it up. Foxy, how's the fire going?
Going good now.
As I can see, Dave is a bit of an arsonist. He's got a really good fire going there. Look, he's even got his hoodie. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we've got the table. Is that a cool box? He's got his cool box with him as well. So, that's the Nemo Tencel inflated now. As you can probably see, as I said before, it takes up virtually 3/4 of the inside of this hubba too. But I'm really happy about that because unlike Thermarest and other sleeping pads which have 25-inch breadth, width, this is, I think this is 30. But anyway, whatever it is, it's 5 inches wider than the standard. So when you're lying on it, your arms don't fall off, your legs don't fall off. It's really nice. So we'll just get out my bag now. Brought a little tiny little pillowcase that my daughter used to use with a little tiny pillow when she was little. I just thought, I don't really like sleeping on the fabric of the inflatable pillow, so I'm going to try that tonight and put my down jacket in it as well. So I'll get my bag out now. Have a look. Really happy with this down bag, to be honest. I'm not sure I would go back to using the cat's meow unless it was a situation whereby I didn't want to get it wet or something like that. This is incidentally the Cedar Summit Ultra Sill compression sack in a medium. So I've got my spare t-shirt there, I've got my pillow, and out comes my sleeping bag. There we go. Keep an eye on the stuff sacks. I'll get my sleeping bag now. There we go, get the bottom. Where's the bottom? You'll notice this is a left zippered bag. And I just let that, give that a shake, let that loft up. I've still got a tag on the bottom there. Look, that's a little trick, right? If you don't pull the tag off and you just put it through the hole of the manufacturer's tag, if you're not happy with it, you can send it back within 30 days. Top tip for Evac. So, there's my bag, and you see, again with a two-man tent, I don't have to be right up against the door, which will be good. Get my little pillow out now. I don't like inflating this thing too much, to be honest. Just a little bit. Might not even need to put my down jacket in the pillowcase tonight even. Let's see what it's like. First time trying this actually. Right. Yeah, look at that. Nice little pillowcase. As I say, I might put my down jacket in it. I'll just see. I'm not too keen on sleeping on these airy pillows, to be honest. I tried the down jacket last time and I slept like a baby. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, plenty of room and that. So yeah, just to go back to the two-man tent again, you can see, look, what, 3/4 of the tent is taken up by my sleeping system. That leaves me with my backpack here, my chair, my food. Anything else in there? My slippers, and a good place to put my bag, which means nothing's gonna get into it in the night. Now to put the camping chair up. And there we have it, the little Helionox Chair Zero, weighing in at 499 grams. So I don't know what it was with me today. I just got up this morning, my back was killing, I've had a couple of ibuprofen, and I just said to myself, for tonight's camp, you need a bit of comfort, kiddo. So here it is. This is the Helionox Chair Zero, which I got for Christmas from Vanessa. Thanks, Vanessa. And yeah, it is really comfortable. I mean, it looks like a Munchkin's chair, but I'm like 6'2". I can sit in this all day long. You can move around in it. It's just so nice to sit at camp and have a proper seat to sit on, not put your butt on a sit pad or an inflatable pad. To have a proper seat is worth its weight in gold, in my opinion. You know, you can sit here, make a cup of tea, make your breakfast, eat in a comfortable position, read, watch the iPad, watch the world go by, which is what we're up here doing. It's fantastic. So another bit of kit I would highly recommend is this little Helionox chair. Not only for camping and backpacking, but you might be into walking, that sort of stuff as well. When I'm walking, I often take the chair rather than just taking a sit pad, especially if I want to stop somewhere and have lunch for a while. So that's the other little addition to the kit. It's got a little view of the campsite here. There's the mountains. We've still got a bit of snow on that one, just below the cloud line there. Got a kitchen over here with some Mallorcan people cooking. And a Yorkshireman walking towards me with some cooking equipment. Hey up, lad. That's Dave on his way to set up his meal. Yeah, it's a lovely, really nice campsite this, and I think Vanessa was actually quite impressed with it as well. Just panning around to my right, we've got the toilet block over there. This area here is where they used to do satanic rituals and offer people to the gods. There's another fire pit there in the middle. And over there, the mountains heading towards Sawyer. So hopefully the weather isn't going to be too unkind tonight and we are going to have a nice night. Up here is the secret place. We can't tell you the numbers, but that's my pitch down there, and Dave normally goes over there. This is the, what would you say, Dave? The penthouse. Penthouse. Yeah, this is the exclusive end of Pixarells, the penthouse end. Oh, what I like coming up with Dave is, because he comes in the car, look, and he brings extra stuff like the kitchen sink, a fridge, a proper coffee pot, right? And I've just got my little mug. So that is one luxury about coming in the car. Of course, I'm walking back tomorrow, so I didn't want to bring too much. It's that very coffee pot when me and Dave actually met out on the trail, and he very kindly made us a coffee with that very pot. That's a day to remember, isn't it?
It's a day to remember.
So Dave's got a bit of a bad back as well today with the cutting his logs, so Dave is going to actually sleep in his van. Look at this! I've never seen anything like it in my entire life. Are you going to sleep with your head down there though?
Yeah. Why?
The blood will run to your head.
Feet up, it's good for you.
Yeah?
Feeds your brain. Feeds your brain and stops you getting thrombosis in your eyes. I don't know, I thought that. I might sleep at this end.
Yeah, I think it'll be better. There's a few people here today, look. Got a tent there, another tent there. few cars. Don't know what you think, Dave, but I think it's not too bad having a little bit of company.
No.
As long as they don't come up to the penthouse end.
Oh, seat.
Seat. That's Dave off to get his seat now. Do you know, it's funny, but coming up here, just getting away from everything that goes on in life, it's just a bit of a release to come up here to the country and just be amongst nature. And do you know, it's odd, but you would think it was freezing cold. It's about, I think it's about 8 degrees, but you just don't feel cold up here. I'm just checking the coffee pot that the handle isn't burning. It's not, it's all right. But yeah, it's just so nice to just come out here and be in the fresh air and spend a bit of time outdoors and just release yourself from all the rest of the crap that goes on in the world. That is lovely, especially in a time like this where we've got the COVID. But you know, in Mallorca, they're on about clamping down on people walking around in the outdoors. Oh, great, he's got a bottle opener. Oh, look at this, we've got the fire going, we've got pancakes on there. We're just having a coffee and everything's tickety-boo.
Nice. Jay.
What's that?
Doritos with honey on.
What is that on? Oh. Dorito with honey. Mmm.
It goes well, doesn't it?
That is nice, isn't it? Dave's just cracked a new recipe. Dorito with honey. So it doesn't really get much better than this, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Got our, what is it? Tyrus Original Beer. Blonde Ale, which we got from Lidl. Mmm. That is a bit different from the old San Miguel, isn't it?
Oh, no.
That tastes like real British ale.
It does.
So we've got the table set up. Just pan round. We've got the fire there. Just had a cup of coffee. Probably noticed my butty Ferron sausage there on the grill as I'm getting a bit peckish, not had any breakfast or lunch today. And when the sun drops, of course, we will set the iPad up on the table here. I will put the surround speakers in the trees and we'll have a cinema effect for tonight's movie, of course. So we had our few drinks. It's not cold. There's just one thing I cannot get off my mind.
This! I remember this!
What are we going on there, Dave? I see you got the old mushrooms out. Are them Peak District mushrooms?
Peak District.
Yeah, yeah.
Peak District onion.
I can see him throwing a bit of onion in there. I don't think I can wait any longer. I think I'm going to have to throw that Angus burger on there. And down here at the bottom, Vanessa did us a lovely baked potato there. Dave's got his Charlie there. Look at him. He's a bit of a chef. I would actually put him probably in the same league as Paul Messner with his outdoor cooking. Look at that. Do you reckon, Dave?
Nice bit of steak.
Can't beat a bit of steak, man. So as you can probably see, I've chopped my cheese up and I've chopped my spring onion up. I asked Vanessa for an onion. She gave me a spring onion. I couldn't catch the bloody thing. It's jumping all over the place. So there it is, chopped up. So I'll put some cheese on my burger. I'll put some onion on my burger and a tomato sauce, and the rest of it I will keep for my baked potato. Dave's decided to barbecue his steak now. That's all looking hunky-dory on the fire. So it won't be long before we're having dinner and getting prepared for the evening movie. That burger looks about ready to me, Dave.
Go for it, man.
I've got my bun all prepared over here with some tomato sauce that Vanessa stole from Burger King. I'm thinking I might have to go for it. Look at him sitting at the table like he was at home. He eats better here than he does in his own house.
Fantastic.
Is that delectable, was it?
Shall I have for pudding?
Huh?
What shall I have for pudding?
I've just got it in the bun now. I'm going to try it. Right. Oh! That is nice. Right. Angus burger. That is a tasty burger. Who said that, viewers? Who said that is a tasty burger? Put it in the comments if you remember what movie that was from and who said it.
Pulp Fiction.
Somebody just won the prize. So he's just finished dinner. Had a lovely, lovely meal there. Dave's had his steak. I had my burger with half the potato. I've just got pudding in there now. Got a nice tin of ambrosia creamed rice from the English shop. So I've got that on the fire now. Don't know how long that's going to take. I'd say it's maybe going to take an hour to heat up that, but there's no panic. So we've just got the sunset going down in the background there. Quite nice. Very still up here in the mountains. A few people on the campsite, as I said before. Not really making any noise or bothering anybody, to be honest. Oh, we've got a nice view of the mountain across there. Let me just show you. A few clouds up there tonight. It's supposed to be going to be raining in the early hours of the morning. It's not going to affect Dave, he's in the van. But you can probably see over there quite high concentration of cloud over there. A little bit of swearing going on there, but never mind. David? Me caragón, Deo! There he goes. Mind you, it's amazing how cold it gets once the temperature drops up here. You can feel it now. Really nippy. But it's so peaceful. It's really nice just sleeping outside in the open air. Well, we've just finished watching our movie with a surround sound. There's Dave Relaxing in the chair by the campfire. Doesn't get any better than this, Dave, does it?
It doesn't.
No, it certainly doesn't. But the bloody fire has been a bit naughty tonight. Wherever you go, the smoke seems to be following us round this structure. They've been on that side, I've been here, and then back round. Wherever I move my chair, I seem to be getting smoked out for some reason. So, anywho, it's, what time is it now? About 9 o'clock or something.
9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock. It feels like about 12 o'clock at night to me. So, Dave's just had a minor panic attack. He turns around to me and says, "It's raining." Oh! But I'm not kidding. He only had like 2 spots on his jacket. Look at the smoke.
That's SOS, that. It's flashing SOS.
It was vortexing a second ago. Look. That's actually quite amazing. Oh, do that again. That's very effective. So, I'm just back sitting by the fire. It's not cold. Well, at least it's not here. Dave's just gone over to his car. He's got his camera out and his tripod. He's trying to find a particular star in the sky. He's then going to set his camera up and photograph some of the stars. I've come back here, it's too cold over there now. I don't think it'll be long before I hit the sack actually. But that's just a nice thing about being out here. You can just go to bed when you want. I'm looking forward to my new sleeping bag tonight. See what it's like. I'm sure it'll be fine. There we go, look. It's 4 degrees C now. And it's 11:15. The disrespect. Listen to all that noise. Anyway, 4 degrees at this hour. It's got to drop to 0 in the night, I would think. We will see. I was hoping for the minuses. So guys, I've just got into my tent now. Got my tights on. One good reason to wear your base layer under your pants is because then you don't get cold when you take your pants off. But look at this. I mean, this is like one good reason why you should buy a 2-man tent, look. As you can probably see there, my pad takes up, as I said before, about 3/4 of the space. And then look, I've got space along here to get all of my gear in. So nothing is left outside the tent in the damp for any insects to get in or anything like that. So I'm just about to get into bed now. It's about 11 o'clock. The Foxy's staying up taking pictures of the stars, so he's welcome to do that. I'm getting in my down sleeping bag to get warmed up for the night.
Good morning. I had a lovely night's sleep. I think it dropped to about 4 or 5 degrees of the night. What's it say now? It's 7 now in the tent. I did put the thermometer outside the tent last night and had a little peek a couple of times. I don't think it was only after about 4. Oh, I've had a lovely night's sleep. Really nice. I've got my base layer on. I was well warm enough, to be honest. I would say this blue kazoo would probably go down to 0 degrees with a base layer on quite easily. I've slept so well. And this Nemo Tencel mat, oh my god, it's just so nice to sleep on. I mean, honestly, this is the insulated version, which if you're going to get one, get the insulated version. I've got a vice-spring bed at home. Once you get a vice-spring bed, you never want to have anything else. And I think it's probably the same with this mat. It's just so cozy. I mean, okay, it's 650 grams. I don't care. I'll carry the extra 300 grams. It's like a tin of Coke just to have the comfort of this mat. It's just unbelievable. It is my favourite sleeping mat. Oh well. I think it's about 7:30 now, so I'm gonna put a bit of Sky News on. I'll tell you what else I did last night as well. I ditched the, see it somewhere, or there. I ditched the inflatable pillow, and I just put my down hoodie inside the little pillowcase that Vanessa had given me. I'll tell you it was better. There's just something not quite right about sleeping on an inflatable pillow. I mean, it feels okay, but it's just not right, is it? So it was really quite nice to just have the jacket in the pillowcase. And I ended up taking my hat off because my head was too hot. So I've got to put the pillow on the outside of the bag and having the hood over, which the hood is so nice on this sleeping bag. It just keeps your head really warm. So anyway, I think I'm going to have another half an hour and put a bit of Sky News on, wait till it gets light, and then I'll get myself up. Catch you later. So it's 9:40 and just got packed up. Just doing a little view of Pixarells. A bit of cloud there. Hopefully we shall remain dry on the trip back down.